Hey guys, welcome to Daddy Cooks. You saw the title. This is a video on how I shoot videos. There won't be any cooking on this. The reason this came about is because a lot of people keep asking me, what camera are you using? What kind of camera rig are you using? What are you using for your audio? What do you set up for your overhead shots and all of that stuff? So I'm about to show you this right now. Can Daddy cook? Mm-hmm. Right now I'm talking on my A-roll camera. I'm about to show that to you here shortly. Okay, using that camera there. And then my B-roll camera. Okay, before I get into anything into cameras, I want to talk about lighting. So bear with me. All right, y'all. The thing you want to understand about lighting is the more, the better. But you also have to worry about the temperature of the light. Okay, let me step back here. I'm going to show you. There's a lot of light there. That's my camera woman over there. All right, and I got an audience. That's my my daughter Tashayla and her boyfriend. Hey, Ron. Ron's all right. Okay. My canister lights. I'm sorry if this is blowing you guys out, but my canister lights up on my roof. Those are daylight lights, daylight temperature. The light over there by the window, let me get over here. Actually, I think my camera is, let me wipe y'all. Close your eyes, y'all. Not like I'm wiping your nose. All right, this light here, and it's still blurry. I'm not stopping, dog. I'm doing this all in one shot. Much better. That light there is also a daylight temperature light, okay? It's the same temperature of what's coming in from outside. All right, guys. This light here on top of my A-roll camera, if you can see it, that light is also the same temperature light. This is why my videos don't look all yellowish and all of that. Those of you that have yellowish looking videos, here is why. That is a soft white bulb. You notice the color of that. Soft white is yellow. Soft white is not white. That is a daylight temperature light. That is a soft white bulb. Those of you having problems with lighting, that might be part of your problem. You can get those light sets that they sell. You can get the light sets that they sell, 3-point lighting, which is cool, and they'll have this color, this temperature of light. Or you can do what I did. I have one of those sets, but the lighting takes time to set up. You got to set it up, you put it down, you got to set it up, you got to take it down and all of that. And it's kind of a pain in the butt. So rather than always setting up a 3-point light set, I decided to replace the bulbs in my kitchen, and my wife let me do it. So I'm good. All right, so lighting's done. Let's talk about my camera. This is my A-roll camera, all right? This is my A-roll camera woman. That's Octavia. This is my A-roll camera. There's a lot going on here, guys, all right? This right here is my matte light box. This came with this camera rig. The camera rig, the follow focus, which is here, okay, and this rail system all came together, okay? From there, I have some magic arms going to a monitor, which I'll swing around and show you to in a second. This light I bought, I think it's less than $30. This is my Rode movie, what is it, audio movie maker kit, something like that. I'll post the links to all of this once I get to, in the description box, I'm sorry. All right, over here is the power source that goes to the monitor, which is here. Octavia's looking at the monitor, all right. Here's my Zoom H4n. As you can see, Octavia is also monitoring my sound. Okay. This lens, oh, let me back up. My camera is a Sony NEX5T. I have two of them. I'll show you the other one. Sony NEX5T. That's what that is. Okay. But the lens I'm using is a Canon lens. This is an adapter from Sony to Canon. Okay, and I'm using that type of lens. All right, a 35 millimeter, I believe it is, or 26 millimeter. Hold on just a second. Let me get my eyeballs in here. I'm using a 28. That's a 28 millimeter camera. All of this is manual. Octavia, show them how we do it, baby. All of that is manual. She draws and pulls my focus. None of that is automatic, all right? I'll talk about settings on a different video. This camera, A-roll camera, never sees that camera, all right? This camera, sorry, Tay, that was my daughter. This camera, I'm sorry, what did I say? Sorry, Tay's over here, Shay's over there. Shayla, Octavia, okay, and Ron. I'll tell you Ron's all right. Okay. This camera, same type of camera, Sony NEX-T, all right. This is the stock lens that came with it, and then this is just a lens shade, all right, lens cover. All right, now, this tripod is a Manfrotto, okay, I'll put a link to it. I think it's a MK939. And then I have some various stuff here. I'll show you this once I start talking about setup, okay? The tripod over here, bouncing around, is actually an Amazon tripod, but it has a floating head. There's a difference between, listen folks, there's a difference between a floating head camera tripod for video and then just a camera tripod. They're different, all right? You need to get a video tripod if you want those smooth transitions, being able to pan and tilt and all of that. All right, guys, that's all the equipment that I use in the house. Now let's talk about outside. All right, outside, I use my Mavic. All right, so Mavic Pro, okay? And that gives you shots, beautiful shots like this. Isn't that wonderful? All right, now, so that's what the Mavic does for me when I'm shooting outside. And then I have this little dolly that I mount my camera on, and that's when I want to get a side shot or something smooth, and I just roll, put the camera on and roll like that. This can go on angles, it can go on loops, it can go into like curves and things like that. All right, so I got a lot of stuff going on over here. All right, guys, now you saw the view that you get from the Mavic. I've shown you the view that you get from my A-roll camera. This is the view that you get from my B-roll camera. All right, we've talked about lighting. I will have all of this equipment in the description box. All right, guys, the next thing I want to talk about is how we set up for the my top-down shots for my prep shots, okay? And what I do is I set the camera up so it looks like this. All right, you can't get a good look at it. Well, maybe you can. Let's go around from the other direction. Just look at it. Excuse the people's faces in the background. All right. All right. As you see, I still got the tripod. The tripod's still, you know, the same tripod. Now, I have some Manfrotto, you know, quick clips, I guess you call them, quick adapters from the tripod to this. This is what extends my camera out and allows me to push it down without me having to adjust the tripod here. All right, pretty funky device. I was very ecstatic once I found it, okay? And that gives you a shot that looks down at the food from the top down, and you get this view. All right, now what I want you to see is, excuse me, the way this breaks down. Ooh, perfect, I can use this camera too. All right, hold on, I'm just adjusting a little bit from that camera. Give you a couple angles. All right. What I like about this mount is after I finish shooting my top-down shots, then all I have to do is bring it up like so and collapse it back down. And then that's what you have, okay? What I also like about these cameras is it has the flip-up view, so no matter what configuration I have my camera, even if I got it pointing down like so, top down, I can flip this up this way while I'm cooking and prepping, and I can still see what I'm doing, like so. Chop, 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 whiz, 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 whiz. All right, and I can see right here what I'm doing. All right, guys, so that's about it for now. Now from here, we're gonna go upstairs and I will show you how I do some of my editing. I will be right back. Here we go, around in the corner. Don't be looking at that. Don't be looking at that. Okay. Turn on some light in here. All right, here's my editing station. All right, y'all, and this is where the magic happens. I'm getting ready to sit down and then show you guys how I do my editing. I'm gonna be using my mic for my webcam, voiceover, and screenshot. So forgive the audio if it's a little bit wonky, but let me show you how I do some of my editing. All right, guys, now let's talk about editing. Here in this section here, this is where all my A-roll footage, B-roll footage, photos, graphics, recorded audio, everything, green screen graphics. These are my photos, recorded audio from the H4n, and then my A-roll footage here and here, and also here, by the way, I shot this video. Okay. The next thing I do is I bring in the files I'm working with into my timeline, which are these. All right, now these four have already been synced. They started like this. This right here is the video and audio file from my camera. This is the recorded audio file from my H4n. I need to sync them so that my lips are moving and the words are coming out at the same time. I don't have to do it the hard way. This software, PowerDirector 16, does this for me. All I have to do is highlight this file here, highlight this file here. I'm pushing Control and I'm clicking it, and right here it says sync by audio. I just hit this and it'll sync for me. Excuse me. All right, now that that is synced, I'm going to move down here. These two are lined up, so the audio's perfect. So this is what it's gonna. I'm gonna first cut them so that they're even. So it looks like this. Hope you guys can hear this. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, that's right where I'm getting ready to stop. I clapped out of habit. I don't have to do that now because the, like I said before, the software does that for me. This is where I want to start this scene out. So I'm going to go to this button here, which is the split the timeline. Split right there. I'm cutting off everything before that red line because I don't need it. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to leave the gap. Now I want you to hear how this sounds before and after I get it all squared away. Give this a listen. All right, guys, welcome back for this recipe. Here's my supporting cast. I can't even talk. Here's the supporting cast right here. Now, that's with both audios playing and the video playing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to right click and see right here where it says link, unlink video audio. Do that, and that separates these two. This is the crappy sound from my camera. This is the excellent sound from my H4n. So I'm going to delete that, remove. I'm going to take the highlighted, I'm going to highlight this and move this up, which is from the H4n. Now, let's give this a listen again. All right, guys, welcome back for this recipe. Sounds a lot better. Got that? So from that point, I'm going to highlight both of these together. I'm going to link the video and the audio. So now that they are one file, and I can move them to the main timeline with the rest of it. And that is how I sync my audio. Now, the next thing I want to get into is my green screen graphics. Let me show you this quickly, and then I'll show you how I put them in, how I use that. This is what the green screen graphics looks like playing by itself. I know you guys seen this before. Those of you that watch my channel, that is. Okay, so that's the file. What I need is to put these where I want them and then take the green screen out. All right, so first I'm going to lock this, and I'm going to lock that. That locks these two rows out so I don't accidentally cut anything. I just want to whittle these down to the size that I want. And you'll see why. That shout out is Simply Elegant Home. All right, let me turn that sound off because I don't need it. Anyway, I just cut off I just went to subscribe. I cut the subscribe off. Next, notifications. All right. Separate notifications. Thumbs up. Separate thumbs up. And then the last one should be bell icon. Now, I know how I do my how I normally do my introductions. I say you need to subscribe, hit the bell notifications, which goes last, but it goes second in my order. Bell notifications. Turn on your notifications. I think this is notifications. Let me look at it again. Yeah, turn on your notifications, and this should be thumbs up. All right, let's get all these separated here and see where we need them. All right, unlock everything here. Unlock audio. Go back to the beginning of this file, and let's give a listen. If you want to shout out on this channel, all you gotta do is be a subscriber. I'm about to say subscribe. That's gonna go right there. I hate when I forget to move it over. Now let's try this again. If you want to shout out on this channel, all you gotta do is be a subscriber. Okay, that's just about perfect. Now let me show you this one example on how I do this. I double click on my green screen graphic, and it brings up my Chroma Key picture-in-picture designer. I guess that's what you call this. Anyway, I'm going to hit Chroma Key here, and I'm going to highlight this color droplet, this dropper, tell it what I want to take out. Boom. Now, all I have to do is size this down, put it where I want it, and that looks pretty good right there. Make it a little bigger. Hope you guys can hear this. I don't want to have to shoot this video over again. Now, tolerance of hue. All of these I'm going to put in the middle. That takes the edges out. All of these I'm putting in the middle. I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to go back to the beginning of this, and let's see what we got. If you want to shout out on this channel, all you got to do is be a subscriber. Should be some messages back and forth. Let me know you like what I'm doing. And if you have a good channel with great content and I like it, you can just about guarantee you will be getting a shout out. There you go. Now, we'll be moving on to the next thing. All right, now let's talk about how we're going to put in my title. I'm going to start from, this is very easy, very simple. Watch this. This is a collaboration between 3 channels, and if you want to see how it turned out, stay tuned. Boom. Keep the smile. Split right there. Give myself some room. I'm going to have to highlight everything. Hold on, make sure everything's in here. Yep. I'm going to highlight all of this and move it out of the way. Highlighting everything. Slide it down just a little bit. Move down to my short intro, Daddy Cook Short. Bring that right here. Put it right in there. And that is that. Let's go to the beginning, and it sounds like this. This is a collaboration between 3 channels, and if you want to see how it turned out, stay tuned. Can Daddy cook? Mm-hmm. That was simple. Now, let's figure out where I want to continue on. Well, All right. Welcome to Daddy Cooks. Let's bag up a little bit. You saw how I repositioned. I think about this stuff before while I'm filming. All right, that's right. When I inhale, open your eyes, cut that out. Over here, remove that little piece. I think you guys can hear me. Remove, leave gap, because I'm removing it myself. Slide that to there. Now let's see how the intro, the music, and then the next line works, and we'll move on to the next thing. Here we go. This is a collaboration between 3 channels, and if you want to see how it turned out, stay tuned. Can Daddy cook? Mm-hmm. Welcome back, welcome back. This is a 3-way collaboration. And there you have it. I'll be right back for the next segment. Alright guys, people ask me how I get my shout out graphics. And I do it like this. First, let's find out who I am. Their information will be in the description. Whose information will be? Let's move back. I think this is Ray Mack and Chef Lorius. 3-way collaboration with Ray. All right, Ray Mack. I'm looking for Ray. That's right, I'm going to say Ray. All right, now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to YouTube. Someone's cutting grass outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let's go to YouTube. You are in YouTube. Nice. Now I'm gonna look up Ray Mack. R-A-Y-M-A-C-K. Ray Mack Kitchen and Grill. Looking him up. There he is. Now this is exactly what I do, guys. I capture my screen. On my screen, I just hit Control and print screen. That should be the same thing on most keyboards. And then from there, I'm gonna open up Paint. Open up Paint, because it's simple. And that's gonna be on most desktops, I'm sorry, most Windows computers. Hit Control V, and that's what I just took. Now I'm gonna hit, now I got 3 monitors, so this is a really wide picture you're gonna see. But anyway, I'm going to hit Control and bring it down a little bit. That's where I want Ray Mack. Slide over. Now I'm controlling, I'm pushing my mouse wheel forward. Okay, I want to make sure I'm on select. And all I do is grab Ray Mack just like that. Grab the circle, and I make sure I get the name. Alright, I'm going to right click, cut. Then I'm going to go to File, New. It's going to ask me, do I want to save it? Nope, don't save it. I'm going to hit Control V again, or you can right click and hit Paste. And that gives me this right here. I just click the screen anywhere, so I got these dots here. Now all I have to do is make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to move this title underneath his picture. It's not going to all fit like it is, so I'm going to take the Ray Mack, just like that, select it, and I'm just going to move that underneath there. Ray Max. Try to center it up, eyeball it best I can, and then I'm going to take Kitchen and Grill, and it's still the selected option. And I'm just going to move that underneath there. Move it up the best I can. Boom. And now I'm still under selected here. I'm going to select the whole thing. Try to make sure it's enough space on each side, make it as even as I can. Eyeball it, eyeball it. That looks good. I'm going to right click. I'm going to cut again. File, New, don't save. Instead of, I can hit Control V like I did before, or I can right click and paste. Boom, I got that. Now I'm going to click anywhere, and now I'm just going to adjust this white background right around what I just pasted in there. That's going to be my graphic. I'm going to File, Save As, a PNG, because that's a smaller file. And then I'm going to put it in to my file where I have, look at that, I got Christy, Phil, and Florence, and Richard River, Smoker, West Virginia. Shout out, shout out. But I'm just going to call this Ray Mac, A-Y-M-A-C-K. Once again, it says a PNG. I'm going to hit Save. I just saved that into my file. Let's close that. Let's close that. I'm back to where I started. Now I just need to bring that photo in. So now I'm going to go to Import Media File. I need to find, okay, this is my Daddy Cooks, editing files. I keep all those under RBOP. I need to rename it, but I don't. RBOP. Where you at, Ray? Look at all these people y'all know. Where's Ray Mac? Ray Mac PNG. There he is. Now keep in mind, my lips are right where I said Ray Mac. Bring that into my timeline, but underneath, and that brings him in. Now all I have to do is size it the way I want to size it. What size do I want Ray Mac to be? Keep in mind, the smaller it is, the more clear it's going to be. I'll put him right there. Because right behind mentioning him, a little bit bigger. Right behind mentioning him, I'm gonna mention Chef Laureus. And let's see how that works out. Go back to here. Here we go. Welcome back, welcome back. This is a three-way collaboration with Ray Mac, great channel, and also with Chef. All right, now I'm at Chef Laureus, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Right where I'm saying Chef. What I'm going to do is have this end. Matter of fact, let me show you. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. See how that hangs over? Right where I'm going to say Chef. So I'm going to highlight that edge. Push Control button and my mouse. Slide it over. And that just shortens it up. Trim only. Boom. I'm going to do the same thing with Chef Laureus. And then I'll come back and let you guys see the whole thing. All right, guys, here's the finished result for my shout outs. Here we go. Welcome back, welcome back. This is a three-way collaboration with Ray Mac, great channel, and also with Chef Laureus. All right, their information will be in the description box. And there you have it. Hey guys, hopefully this was a good example to show you some of the things that you can do, you know, just to see how I do my stuff. If you have any questions, please shoot them to me. I'll try to do the best I can to answer it. This is the way we shoot videos here for Daddy Cooks, and I hope this does you some good. I'll see you when I see you. Can Daddy cook?